Welcome everybody to the secret variant, and yes, it's a Saturday, and I'm kicking the secret variant to you a day early, so thank you one and all for coming and joining, and please be sure to subscribe to this channel. Ultra Space Maximus is of course the home of a very intense giveaway, and you want to find out more details about that giveaway, you can find out on IG and Facebook, as well as Ultra Maximus at X, Ultra Maximus X, because here is the giveaway. It is called the Ultra Box, and one lucky person is basically going to win a starter comic book collection filled with variants and second prints and a couple of CGC slabs and some other things. And shout out to everybody who's trying to send me some stuff right now. I've gotten some messages. I got to get back to some of you guys, but I appreciate you all for tuning in live. And happy Mother's Day to you too as well, Zaggy AG. And this is the reason why I'm doing the secret variant a day early, is because of course I need to devote my time to my wife in honor of her Mother's Day tomorrow. So take a look, and here we are, everybody. This again is the secret variant, and of course that means there's going to be some spoilers ahead. And with spoilers ahead, well, that means a couple of things. If you don't like spoilers, you're probably not going to like the show. But I'm going to show you what comic books are coming out in about roughly 3 weeks. Now, so kicking it into the first group is Absolute Comics. And Absolute Comics is giving us the I Make Boys Cry number 2, the holographic foil logo variant of that book. Wayward Legends number 4 with a holo foil cover. And then Wayward Legends number 4, cover C. And that's going to do it for that one. And then, of course, we got Action Lab. And Carmine number 4, cover A. And cover B. And then S Factor number 1. And that's going to round that one up. We got some people showing up in the chat, so let me actually split the screen up a little bit. There we go. Happy Mother's Day to you two guys. Thank you again for joining in the live stream. I do appreciate your ability to tune in live. All right. Let's see what we got here. Too many apps up. Yeah, see? Yeah, isn't that right, kitty? Yeah, I got the kitty cat over here wanting to probably get out. What do you need? You need to get out of the room? All right, if you need out of the room, then we're going to switch back. Oh, gotta love the animals sometimes, even though they're a pain in the ass, and I thank y'all for dealing with me. What's up, Raymond? Good to see you. So, all right, so we're gonna get back into this now that I've gotten the cat out of the office here. All right, so next up we got Aftershock, and Aftershock is giving us Out of Body cover A by Miranda, and then here is your 15 copy by Charlie Adler. Not bad. He gets his DMT from Joe Rogan. Archie, and that's going to give us Archie Jumbo Comics Digest number 320. All right. Artists, Writers, and Artisans is giving us Moths number 1, cover A. And then cover B by Andrews. I think that's Kari Andrews. Black Mask is giving us Everfrost number 1. And then that's it. Heavy Metal is giving us the Chasing the Dragon number 1, second printing by Linsner. Jamie, good to see you in the chat, man. All right, so up next we have Oni Press, and Oni is giving us Dryad number 10, and Rick and Morty, Rick's New Hat number 1, cover A, and then Rick's New Hat, cover B. And there was also a store variant listed too, which was pretty wild considering it wasn't for any of the stores that I know of. But Black Cotton number 3, there's your cover 3 of 6, no variants or anything like that, so just a straight shot cover for you there. And then there's this one, Perhapanauts. So this FOC is gonna take all my money. I guess this will be your Father's Day gift. Hey man, sometimes you gotta self-invest, right? So I gotta ask you guys, are any of you guys reading Stake here? Because we're already at Scout, right? And here's the thing. So we're in the first section of FOC, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a second here. So Stake number 4, Francisco Fantini, is on FOC for next Sunday, along with this Stake number 4, cover B. Now, the following books are on FOC for tomorrow, since I'm able to do this show before Sunday night at 11-ish, midnight-ish, like how I always do. Sith Lordly, good to see you in the chat, my man. So normally I'm doing the late shift on Sunday nights, but this time I'm trying to do it. So since I'm early enough, I'm actually giving you both the FOC from next Sunday that I would normally give you, and then I'm going to give you the FOC that's actually due tomorrow. And most of the distributors are now, most of the Scout people are going through Lunar distribution. So that's who I'm showing you the cutoff dates for, and we'll do a double up on DC. So you get all the DC that you can handle. But anyway, so here's this coming Sunday's FOC for Scout Comics through Lunar, which is Murder Hobo Big Floppy Edition, and then Stake number 3's cover A, Francisco Fantini, and then there's the cover B, The Unlock. So interesting enough that their Stake issues are a week apart on FOC, but good to see you too, Geek Driven. Thanks for stopping by, man. And then so this is a wild one here. So Blade Runner 2019, and this is 9 through 12, the 4-pack. So it gives you all 4 of these covers in one package, and you can order that through your LCS if you're into the Blade Runner stuff. Here's another one from Tokyo Pop, which I did not have any cover art for, but it's the Nightmare Before Christmas Mirror Moon number 1. Next up is Valiant, and it is Visitors number 5 of a 6-issue miniseries. There's your cover A. Here is your cover B, and did not see the cover art for cover C or for the cover D, the pre-order bundled. So good luck to you out there, and sorry for my phone not being on silent. People blowing me up like normal. Shut this off. All right, totally flush. Doors locked too, so no more animals, no interruptions, and appreciate all you guys tuning into the live stream, man, especially all in the live chat, and some of you guys I've done streams with, and it's good to see you guys supporting other streamers. So Vault giving us Hollow Heart number 4, and then here's your cover B by Hickman, and no other variants. Zenoscope has a big week. And I mean a big week, so it might probably be because Grim Fairy Tales is hitting issue 50. So they did this big wraparound cover, and then here's your cover B, and then here is your cover C, and then here is your cover D, and then here's your cover E, and then your blank sketch variant, which is your cover F, and then we've got Grim Hercules Pain versus Scorpion Queen cover A. And then look at the Scorpion Queen, man. Wow. Like if Matt Gorgon ever had the perfect woman that he would ever go after, it's probably her. But I don't know. Matt Gorgon's just been introduced to the Venom verse, so maybe he'll be introduced to the Scorpion verse where he finds her. But there's your cover C, which is your dip scale. And then your Oz annual Patchwork Girl one-shot. So this is your cover A. Here is your cover B. Here is your David Nakayama cover C. And then your Tales of Terror Quarterly Game Night number 1. And then your cover B, and I swear it has very, very Elizabeth Torque eyes on this one. But Tales of Terror Quarterly Game Night number 1 cover C, and then that is going to round out for Zenoscope. That's a huge, that's like almost a dynamite sized Zenoscope week. Just putting it out there. So Boom is giving us Basilisk. I'm trying not to mispronounce the name. So if I'm messing up the pronunciation, please leave me a comment below and let me know how to phonetically spell it so I can get it correctly. But cover B by Christian Ward got the wild-looking trade dress just right there on the side, right? And don't worry. If that obstructs Christian Ward's art and you don't like it, well, don't worry, because wait, first off, we got to show you the 25 copy incentive by Raphael Albuquerque, which is very, very much a nice basilisk. Yeah, see? There you go. So, Christian Ward delivering without that pesky trade dress right here is your 1 in 50 incentive. So, probably going to want to ask your retailers on that one. Elizabeth Torque. Like as in horsepower and torque. But anyway, Berserker number 3. There's your cover A by Grandpa, Raphael Grandpa. And then cover B is now under Jeff DeCal's artwork, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, they're going to do a foil, which is your cover C. And then your cover D, which is your DeCal foil. However, Boom is looking to put a hurting on your wallet, and I can say that Berserker number 3, cover E, the 25 copy incentive, probably not going to have any problem moving, being a bloody. Cover F, 25 copy by incentive by Grandpa, also probably not going to have any problems moving. But then you've got the 50 copy incentive by Jeff DeCal. You've then got your 50 copy Jenny Frisian without all the blood, right? And then if you hate that stuff called trade dress, I hate to tell you. Well, there it is. So there's your 50 copy incentive, and then there's your 100 copy incentive. So plenty of Berserker number 3 variants to go around, especially for you higher orderers. Now, here's a Franny A cover on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then here's your cover B. And then here is your cover C, which is your 10 copy incentive. And then your 25 copy incentive. And then your 50 copy incentive. And it didn't show anything for any unlockables. So, yeah, and I'm with Matthew right there. The Cal B cover is indeed fire. Magic the Gathering, number 2, second print. Now going to be available. And here's your cover art for it. So, leave me a comment below if you're watching this on the rewind, because I know I'm doing it at an obscure time. But if you've read Magic the Gathering number 2, if it is out yet, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm sorry, it's all starting to blend together. I'm doing so much comic book content, but it is my joy to do so, and I try to be a subject matter expert when I'm talking about things. So I don't know if this is actual interior art being reused, but it looks pretty cool. And I guarantee you, with Boom's history on second prints, later printings, people are probably going to be chasing these regardless if they are reading it or not. But I would prefer if a reader told me if that artwork is reused. But Many Deaths of Layla Starr number 3 gives you a cover A and gives you a cover B, which is a foil, right? And then it has a 25 copy incentive by Merca and Dolfo. So you guys know I'm onto the Merca, the work of Merca. And Proctor Valley Road number 1 is giving us a second print, and that is going to round it out for the Boom list. So don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed and have clicked the notification bell for notifications for when I go oddball live. And you know, I had a buddy ask me if I can do a podcast at a certain time with him, and I have to reply to him, unfortunately, no, I can't do it that early, man. That's like the no zone, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if the kid's going to be asleep, and it's more important to you know, do all those things. So right now my wife is being very gracious. I told her, I was like, look, let me just go live so I don't have to do any of this tomorrow, and we have all of our dinner plans and lunch plans and everything. So make it a good Mother's Day for all you guys out there with your lady lucky enough to be a mother. Make sure you do help the kid, show the kid, you know, how to take care of mom and to let mom rest. And then for the rest of you guys, call a mom and able to call mom. And if you're, you know, unfortunately, if you no longer have that person with you in your life, you know, obviously my sincerest apologies, and just know that their memory is important. So no YouTube tomorrow. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, you know, it's also like maybe later tonight too, Geek Driven. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be on anywhere, but we'll see what happens. I am allowed to go out tonight. this is why my wife is the best. It's actually a memorial get together. So one of my friends actually passed away years ago on this date. Right around this same time of year, and because he's a car guy, he's a car friend, and we do the car meet and get together, and that's going to go down tonight too. So got a lot of things going on, but on a more positive upswing, let's get back to comic books and Dark Horse Comics. And yeah, man, I don't know, man. Geek driven, I don't know, man. Apex Legends Overtime number 104. And then Beast of Burden, Occupied Territory number 3, and there's your cover A and your cover B. And Dead Dog's Bite number 4, and there's your cover A and your cover B by Riley. And then Jenny Zero of Small. Jenny Zero number 2. All right, so I was like, what? Of Small World? No, that's number 2. They put 02. So you guys remember the Jenny Zero number 1 had pages out of print, making everybody scramble to pick up the first prints, the recalled ones. So I don't know how big the orders were for issue 2, but I bet you it was probably a little bit of false panic. We'll see. We'll see if they get a lot of people who were like, let me get issue 2, even though they just are hoping for like maybe a misprint. I don't know. Let me back up here real quick. Orville Digressions number 2 of 2. Let me make sure I didn't skip anything. Nope. Okay. And then we've got Worst Dudes number 1 of 5. Young Hellboy, The Hidden Land number 4. And there's your cover A and your cover B. All right, so now we're into Dynamite. So if you need to take a smoke break, drink break, refill, bathroom break, it's an opportune time, but I'm going to go through them as quickly as possible. So don't forget to share the video to your friends that you do care about and you want them to secure the books they want before any post-FOC upswings. So Betty Page, Curse of the Banshee number 1. And there's your cover B by Linsner. And then your cover C by Mooney. Your cover D by Cosplay. And we got Lord Chucky Z. And oh man, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming by. The Curse of the Banshee number 1 cover D cosplay here. Shout out to Lucas last night talking about Scandalous. I'm like, this is not so scandalous, right? That's not so bad. Also, not so bad. Betty Page and the Curse of the Banshee, the really Page pinup, right? Now, this is obviously modernized. Just saying. But it's premium Lee FOC variant. So, because it is an FOC variant, I did not want you to miss out on this one. And it also may actually be at a premium. So, get your orders in for that one if you're after that one. And then Betty Page, Curse of the Banshee number 1, 10 copy Mooney, and then your 15 copy, your 20 copy Linsner, your 25 copy Mooney, your 30 copy, your 40 copy Cosplay Black and White, and then your 50 copy Linsner Black and White. So the Lee variant, the FOC variant, does not have any other variations to it, so it's the only way you're going to be able to get that art, hence why I wanted to point that one out to you guys. So good luck to you out there. And then of course Invincible Sonia Palmiotti and Connor signed Atlas edition. So notice the red strip up top that says Atlas Comics Signature Series number 1 by Dynamite. This is going to be a different variant of number 1. It looks very similar to the regular A cover. So be on the lookout for that one if you are after that book. Invincible Red Sonja number 2, cover A by Amanda Connor. Then your cover B by Linsner. Cover C by Selena. And then shout out to Frank Cho. So I grabbed the trade dress of number 1 because it was the one where she's like, stop staring at my ass, peasant. And then this is pretty funny here. Hang on, I have to unfriend someone, and she's got the axe in her hand. So all right, Red Sonja, good for you. And then Invincible Red Sonja number 2. There's your cosplay. and then your premium FOC variant, and it's like, did Dynamite catch wind of what premium FOC variants are doing for other books like Minky Woodcock and all other kind of stuff aftermarket? So maybe they're trying to make that play, or they're just catering to their audience with covers such as this. But here's another premium FOC variant for you. And then the right here, Invincible Sonya, the Cohen trade dress. Incentive, the 15 copy Connor line art incentive, the 20 copy cosplay virgin incentive, the 25 copy Linsner line art incentive, the Cohen virgin incentive, which is probably going to be a hit, just saying, 40 copy Connor line art, and then your 50 copy Linsner line art virgin incentive. Number 20 from Vampirilla, of course, got her sitting on the devil's head here, and there's cover A by Perillo, Mastrazo on the B cover, Shannon Mayer on the C cover, and then cover D, upside down wings with space. So there's a black and white that looks pretty cool too, but I think the color version, that one right there, looks better than the black and white in my opinion. But again, that's my opinion. It may not, jive with everybody, but it's just an opinion. So, number 20, cover E, Lorraine Cosplay. And then Mastrazo Limited Virgin cover. And here we go in all the different variations. The Perillo Limited Virgin cover. The Premium Castro FOC variant. And then the Premium White FOC variant. And then the one-shot cover A from Vampirilla 1992. And then we've got the one-shot cover B by Castro. So good luck to you all out there. And I don't know why or how those got wound up in the middle, because I thought I put all the incentives. But oh wait, there's more incentives for that Vampirilla number 20. So here's your 10 copy. There's your 20 copy. I was like, I knew there was a black and white one out there somewhere, but the Vampirilla 1992s got mixed in there before the incentives. And then Vampirilla number 20, 25 copy, Lorraine Cosplay. There's your 30 copy Virgin incentive of the upside down winged Vampirilla. And then here's your 40 copy black and white, and then your 50 copy Perillo Virgin black and white incentive. And then here's another Vampirilla cover of the 92 one shot, and then here's your FOC bonus Castro Virgin variant for that Vampirilla 1992 one shot. On to IDW, and IDW is going to give you Chained to the Grave number 4 of the 5-issue miniseries with only the A cover and then a 1 in 10 incentive. And then we have Captain Marvel under the Marvel Action title with Squirrel Girl on the cover, and then of course Squirrel Girl is with her on the 10 copy incentive. And of course, if there's no B cover, it really does shorten the amount of people who are ordering that 10 copy, because there's no B cover to split the order with. So they tend to be like, oh, there's no other variants? I'm just going to order 5. So what, I'm not getting the 1 in 10, I'll order 5. And sometimes they do that. So good luck to you. And Raging Cajuns Comics, good welcome to the chat, man. Thanks for joining us live. And then be on the lookout for some of those, because sometimes they pop. Sometimes I got some really, really good art. I don't know about that one personally, but might be others out there worth picking up. Bliss number 8 of the 8-issue miniseries, and then we've got Commanders in Crisis number 9 of 12. Here's your cover B. Here's your cover C. Here is your cover D, exclamation point. And then your cover E. Then we got Deadly Class, number 46. There's your cover B. And then your cover A from Deep Beyond, number 5, which I'm wondering what's going on, because I haven't read I'm trying to read numbers 1 through 4 before Wednesday here and report back to you guys on that one on the Wednesday night presser. And then, of course, I'm probably being spoiled by something going on here with this Merca and Dolpho B cover. But Merca's work, everybody, Merca's work. And then Deep Beyond number 5's got a Mastrazo cover C. And then the new cover, not bad, right? Like, I don't know if you guys seen this one. Check it out. It's pretty decent. So that also harks back to an earlier cover. So I'm definitely I definitely got to read that stuff before Monday. But Family Tree number 12, and then Firepower by Kirkman and Samney number 12. Now here's your cover A, and it's your oversized 12th issue spectacular. So Kirkman's trying to sell it. He really is. He's trying really, really hard to sell this one, guys. So Kirkman said, okay, I'm going to give you a bunch of covers. So there's your cover B by Frank Quietly. All right? And he's like, oh, wait. We're going to give you this one by Lee. And then we're going to give you one by Ms. Tulalote. Oh, but wait, there's going to be a McFarlane. Oh, and then DeMeo. Not too bad either. Zonjic, Liefeld, Annie Wu, Eric Larson, Randolph, and Frank Miller. So, yeah. And then there's the Samney. I forget whose art this one was, but I thought it was listed, but I'm sorry. But that's the final cover, the Pride Month one. Ink blot number 9, and yeah, there's a lot of them, right? And then look at this, Nocterra number 2 is going to 3rd print, and then Nocterra number 3 is going to 2nd print already. So these, the people like these later prints. And then Nocterra number 4, which will be dropping the same day. Pretty smart of them to do that, right? To drop the later prints on the same day as other stores, as other books release, so people can pick that up, because I know some of these books are selling out or were under ordered in places. But open order for you Frisian chasers. So unlike Boom putting the squeeze on you, Image is going to take it easy and give you a cover B to order, and then there are no incentive variants for this one. This is just your cover C by Tony Daniel, and then North Force number 0. And then we've got the same thing right here, Savage Dragon number 259, cover A. And then 259 cover B with the retro trade dress. And I don't know what's going on there. So if you know the deal, why is there a book called North Force with the same cover on it? Is there something going on? Are they distributing North Force the same way that they are distributing Savage Dragon, but maybe they're not distributing Savage Dragon someplace? I don't know. Give me a shout, leave me a comment below. Let me know in the live chat if you guys know what's going on there. But Shadecraft number 2 is up for a 2nd printing, and then Shadecraft number 1 is up for a 3rd printing. So these are also going to be dropping on the same day. Oh no, actually, never mind. But they will be dropping on the same day as other 2nd and 3rd prints, which is why we're looking at Ultra Mega number 1, 3rd print. And then they're going to actually do a 5-copy incentive for this one. And then there's the Ultra Mega number 2, 2nd print, which is going to also have a 5-copy incentive, 2nd print incentive. So interesting stuff to see what's going on there. Probably going to make it's making it rare, it's for sure. Walking Dead Deluxe number 16, cover A by Finch. And then we've got cover B by Moore. And then we've got cover C by Raposa. And then cover D. And then the last books that we've got going on here, of course, we're going to get through DC, then we're going to get through Marvel. So I appreciate everybody again joining in the live chat. Good to see everybody in here being cool, not having to ban nobody, and not having to do anything crazy. So let's get into what's going on here. So as I stated earlier, I'm going to be doing 2 different DC FOCs. So this one right here is going to be the books that are going to be due next weekend, because basically DC is going to be sliding some stuff in the next couple of days. And who knows, if I move up the schedule on where I'm doing FOC, I want to see where I can get the most opportunity to give you guys the most information, because I do an FOC on Sunday nights at 11 o'clock, and that FOC lacks a lot of the books that DC will slide in over the week. So we're going to look, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean, because most of the time what I'll do is I'll go and I will get the extra information from third-party sources and like to really try to do my homework to put into the production, so I have an accurate list of what's actually going to be on FOC, even though DC doesn't show some of these books. So you'll see what I'm talking about here. So American Vampire 1976, number 9 of 10. It's got your cover A by Albuquerque right there. but there's no cover B or C listed, right? Because usually there's at least a cover B. So be on the lookout for that one. Probably be added over the next couple of days. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 3 usually doesn't have a B cover, so I'm not going to sweat that one. Batman Catwoman number 6, cover A, Clayman, right? And then here is your Batman Catwoman number 6, cover C. So they skipped over the Jim Lee variant that's normally in place there. So we're going to be on the lookout for that one to be added to the list later on. Batman the Detective number 3, cover A by Andy Kubert. And then your Andy Kubert cardstock variant. And then we've got Challenge of the Super Sons number 3, and then Challenge of the Super Sons cover B by Jamal Campbell, and that's your cardstock variant, of course. Detective Comics number 1037 cover A by Dan Mora, and then we've got your Lee Bermejo cardstock variant. Future State Gotham number 2, and I can't tell if this is Akira or if this is a DC comic book, but you know, it's probably pretty close to both. And yeah, you know, Future State Gotham number 2 again. Tetsuo. Who's Tetsuo? Who's Kaneda? I mean, for real. But Derek Chu did hit it out the park. But this is one that I wanted to show you guys as early as possible, so this way you can get your ordering in tight. Because Art Germ doing a Future State Gotham variant with what appears to be. I don't know. I got to read the book and find out, but I think that's a new, another new person. So DC is pumping a bunch of new characters. They are giving you guys multiple new characters to spec on every week, and I think it's because they are trying to utilize these spec players to keep their sales up. So Wookie Fodder 80, thank you for joining. Good to see you in the live chat. Thanks for commenting. And if you have an opportunity to like and share the video, please do so. And of course, if you aren't subscribed, you want to subscribe in order to find out how to win the Ultra Box. But Joker number 4, cover A by Gilliam March. Gilliam Mark. That's right. I want to give a shout out to the Team Nerd Herd cats for telling me how to pronounce that one right. And then Joker number 4, Lucio Perillo's variant. Pretty sick looking, right? And then here's your punchline. Joker number 4 with a straight up punchline variant. I did not see any incentive listed as of now, so you guys might be okay. But if Art Germ starts doing pencil variants on 1 in 25 incentive ratios, that's going to be wild, right? Here's another case of the not going to be complete until sometime by next Sunday, and that is the Justice League Last Ride number 2, cover A. And then they did not show your cover B, which you guys know if they say cover A, usually there's going to be another cover associated to it. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow number 1 of 8, and then your number 1 cover B by Gary Frank. There's your cover C, which is your blank variant. And then I thought this one was pretty cool looking because, of course, you know, the team up between Superman and John Kent. So Superman number 32 is the cover A, and then here is your Inyuk Lee cardstock variant. I think this is killer. Anyway, Superman number 32, cover C, and then your Superman red and blue number 4 of 6, cover A by John Romita Jr. And, you know, he's popular, but look at this cover C. And here's again another one of those situations. Here's the cover A. They don't show us the cover B, but they go right to cover C and say, hey, here's your cover C. But this cover C is hitting. So gonna look out for this one if you guys are reading the Superman red, white, and blue. All right, and then yeah, right, cover C, man. Good to see you, Comics Main. And then Wonder Woman 773 is your Travis Moore A cover. And then your Pride Month cardstock variant for cover C. So there's probably going to be a Middleton variant. Again, DC playing games with everybody. So here's what I want to show you, everybody. This is a complete DC list. And here is your complete DC list for final orders due tomorrow. So, Batman 109 cover C. Oh. I'm sorry, cover A. There's your cover B, Josh Middleton cardstock variant. And then here's your cover C, Jen Bartel that they slid in. So, might have missed that one, but 1 in 25 Federici cardstock variant, and what could be the nicest Harley expression ever drawn. She looks very peaceful there, like a nice person, like a good girl. B and C, see? Comics Man knows what's up. So this one was also slid in there. Batman Fortnite 0. Number 4 has already gone second print. So they've already sold out of number 4 at the distribution level. Second print has already been triggered. You want to go ahead and get your orders in for this one, and remind your store that there's probably going to be a bunch of kids looking to complete that one. And who's getting the premium variants? Does anybody know whose store is getting 25 copies of each one? Because you have to order 25 copies of each issue in order to get one incentive for issue number 6. Crazy, huh? So this is Batman Adventures Continue, obviously. So here's your cover A, and then they showed a 1 in 25 incentive, which means there's. I thought there was a B cover. Oh no, this is the B cover. My apologies. I accidentally copied over the wrong slide, and then took a break, and then came back to it and finished up my work. But here is the 1 in 25 incentive for the Batman Adventures Continue Season 2, number 1. All right, so Batman Urban Legends number 4. There's your cover A by Jorge Molina. Here is your Irvin Rodriguez variant, which is Fuego. But Robin looks a little jacked. He's a little jacked in the upper body. But Batman Urban Legends number 4, Dustin Nguyen variant. Also, it looks Fuego. Crime Syndicate number 4, and of course the Crime Syndicate variants all feature one member of the Crime Syndicate on the B cover. So if you are collecting the set, just a reminder, issue 3 is probably the most popular one, and if you are collecting the set, that's probably going to be the one you want to get your hands on, get it in high grade, and do everything you can to preserve that copy. Let's see here. The next one, of course, is going to be the Crush and Lobo number 1. There's your cover A by Anka, and then your cover B by Yoshitani. Oh man, I messed that one up. I thought I was gonna get it. And then here is your Crush and Lobo cardstock variant by Christian Ward. And then here is your team variant. So what this means is they had to have a qualifier in order to hit this. They had to order 250 copies of the A and B cover at minimum in order to unlock the ability to order as many of these as they wanted. So that creates a very serious ordering condition that may only be met by teaming up with other local stores. So what that does is encourages you to work with your other LCSs, I think, but you're going to want to talk to your Lunar distributors in order to figure out how to make that happen. But here is your hip foil cardstock variant. So it's going to be foil and cardstock. Should result in a lot of high grade. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see. DC Horror presents The Conjuring. And then your cover B. And then your 1 in 25 Gary Brown cardstock variant. Let's see here. Cover A by Jim Lee for DC Pride, the one shot. And then here's your Bartel, which is probably going to be the desired one, being the Harley and Ivy cover. Dreaming Waking Hours, number 11 of the Sandman universe, and supposedly is like the last one, I think. But speaking of last ones, Far Sector number 12, cover A by Jamal Campbell. And then we've got the Jen Bartel cardstock variant. This one's probably going to be pretty big too, just because it's going to be the final issue and it's a Bartel variant. So good luck to you guys. Make sure you get your orders in on that one, and you might want to order 2 or 3 for yourself. Oh, Mojo, no worries, man. I started watching Jupiter's Legacy myself, but it's always good, man. You can always watch this on the rewind. My feelings are not hurt if you can't catch this live. I am appreciative of everybody who can catch me live, and I'm appreciative of everybody who watches on the rewind. And now I'm giving you even more time by going live on Saturday. So this may be a future thing. I don't know. We're gonna have to talk to the wife. I may even want to move it all the way up to Thursdays, but that's gonna probably limit the amount of books FOC is gonna give me visible pictures of. So we'll see. Things are up in the air, but Nonetheless, I appreciate you guys tuning in live. And again, don't forget to share the video with like-minded people and people that you care about getting their ordering capabilities up to snuff. And if you're using my buddy Lucas's pull box, of course, you guys know how that goes. If you're using your LCS, just, shoot him an email. If you're using online services, may the odds forever be in your favor. So, Green Lantern number 3. And then your Brian Hitch cardstock variant, which, of course, has our Far Sector Green Lantern. Hey, man, see, that's a really appreciated, man. That hits me in the heart right there, Mojo. So, Justice League number 62. There's your cover A by David Marquez. And then your Howard Porter cardstock variant for cover B. Man-Bat number 5 of a 5-issue miniseries. Batman Second Son number 3. Cover B of Batman Second Son. And then Nice House on the Lake, number 1 of 12, cover A. And then your cover B. And then here is your 25 copy incentive. And there are a few store variants, and I will take a moment to give a quick shout out for Wanda Comics' John Gallagher exclusive, just because Drew is indeed a friend of mine, and I like the art that Gallagher did, honestly. So I'm not telling you to buy it, but I'm telling you that if you know how Wanda Comics exclusives do, they sell out. You're going to want to keep an eye peeled for when that stuff goes live, and make sure you don't miss out, because the secondary market is not kind to anybody. And I've been toying around with the idea of best practices when dealing with store exclusives, because there's a lot of people out there getting played by people, overcharging for store exclusives. And I know that we all flip on the secondary market, but let's be mindful that there are people playing us on that secondary market and price fixing, and it has a lot to do with using private Facebook groups and things like that to establish GPA and all sorts of other stuff. So just be mindful of that kind of stuff, and maybe one day I'll get the opportunity to just be all out, open, honest Maximus without all the hate mail and people threatening to cancel me and getting kicked out of groups because I rub people the wrong way, and it's fine. Everybody appreciates your honesty until you're honest with them. Then you're an asshole. But to all my good people in the live chat, I really, really appreciate you. And Rorschach does too. So this way he doesn't have to get all like crazy on people. But this is a pretty interesting looking cover. But the Watchmen style ones, the B covers, have honestly been the better one in my opinion. But I think they're probably being ordered more. Sensational Wonder Woman number 4, cover A, and then your Megan Hetrick covered stock variant for cover B. And then as the world turns, Suicide Squad number 4 has got the cover A with Red X holding one of his X's up to Amanda Waller, and then old Red X gets himself thrown in jail. So there's your Perel cardstock variant. So that's pretty sick for Perel to be doing that one. And then, let's see here, we've got Swamp Thing. There's your Mike Perkins, and then the Gerardo Zaffino cardstock variant. And that's going to wrap up your next 2 weeks of FOC for DC. So you just look at all that stuff that goes on FOC tomorrow. Make sure you get your orders in for that stuff. And then the rest of the stuff that's on this video obviously has later dates. The other DC stack, of course, is next Sunday. And then, of course, everything else Monday at your LCS. So get your list together, everybody, because here comes the Marvel and the final chapter of our show. And again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And here we go. So Alien number 2, second printing, giving us a sweet little second print variant. Amazing Spider-Man number 67. Amazing Spider-Man number 67, the Spider-Man Villains variant. And there are no incentives shown. Black Cat number 7. However, for this one, there is the Dodson Spider-Man Villains variant. And then there is the Jimenez Pride Month variant, which has the black hat with the pink background. Now, on this pink background, you can actually see other comic book covers, right? But they also did this thing. This is the incentive. It's a 1 in 50 or a 1 in 100, depending on the book, I think. And this is going to be basically, I think, just all pink. So hardcore 9.8s because you guys know those pink covers are just like red covers. And of course I turned this one 90 degrees to your liking, so Baby Shark do. Hope I don't put that in your head, but here's your Baby Carnage Shark, everybody. And very interesting second print, very interesting. And here we kick it off into the Hellions. Oh, did I skip over a Hellions book? No, there's your number 12. Okay, so the way that they are labeling this, it's crazy. So let me go back up for a second here. So the first up, this is your regular cover for Hellions number 12. All right, and then here's your Hellions number 12 Rogue variant, which is the Russell Dodderman variant. It's a connecting variant. It's like you ever seen the photograph runway at the beginning of an award show? Neither have I, because I don't watch any of that crap. But I assume that it looks something like this. But if that's the case, there's going to be a bunch of these that are connected together. But then they're also showing you these design variants, which are pretty wild. So we have Havoc, Quanon Psylocke, Mr. Sinister, Exodus, and Mystique. And the only person who's not wearing anything out of the ordinary, well, there's two people. It's Mr. Sinister and Exodus are wearing their normal daily attire. So they're not even dressed. And they're just like, oh, I'm normally equipped for this. Mystique, yeah, pretty cool looking. And Psylocke definitely is kicking it there. So cool stuff. Then you got a 1 in 50 Dodderman incentive variant. So there you have it. So Heroes Reborn number 5, and there's your number 5 of 7. Let's see here. Sinister is always dressed, yeah, for real, man. He's that one time he stopped for a cape, and everybody like gave him hell for it. He's like, "Are you kidding me? Of course I stopped for my cape." All right, so Heroes Reborn number 5, the Bagley trading card connecting variant, and then the Cabal Stormbreakers variant. And the John Tyler Christopher action figure variant, and then the Huts variant, and then the Varegi variant. And Varegi variant, I believe, is your high ratio. And then we've got American Heroes Reborn American Knights, number 1, and then your variant, and then your Heroes Reborn Marvel Double Action number 1. This is where it gets weird, because it looks like he's reading an Amazing Spider-Man comic book with him on the cover. And then Annie Wu dropping another variant. This one, it's got Falcon on it. So this may be something, or maybe nothing at all. So I'm going to be looking out for reading some of these things, because sometimes they be sneaky. Immortal Hulk number 47 giving us the A cover, and then the Bennett Homage variant. And then the Shavli Spider-Man Villains variant for issue number 47. And then the Dora Milaje makes an appearance in Iron Fist Heart of the Dragon number 6. And then we have, of course, the variant cover for that one. Iron Man Annual number 1. And I believe that they're calling this the Infinite Destiny. So you do have an Infinite Destinies variant here. Ready to go for there's your Deadpool variant, and then there it is, Infinite Destinies. So the Ron Lim connecting variant, and I guess all the Infinite Destinies covers are going to connect together. So here we have Marauders number 21, the Dodderman connecting variant. And then, of course, we have the Lolly character design variant, which has Pyro, Sebastian Shaw, Banshee, Bishop, and Iceman. And then we have the Marauders number 21 Jimenez Pride Month cover. And then the pink background Virgin incentive. And then here is your A cover for Marauders number 21. So I think that one's probably going to do well. And then, of course, we have the Emma Frost design variant, which is also a 1 in 50. And Nonstop Spider-Man number 3 is going to give us the A cover, and then your 1 in 25 incentive. All right, Savage Avengers number 21, Johnny Blaze and Conan with a symbiote teaming up. No variant covers. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters number 1. There is your A cover, and it's a 5-issue miniseries. And then we've got this wraparound variant. And then we've got another Boba Fett action figure variant after so many years of him only having the one colored one and then the black and white one. So Star Wars number 4 and Star Wars number 7 of Star Wars Volume 2 were the last time they offered a Boba Fett action figure variant before the black one offered for the Bounty Hunters Alpha that was just released last week. So pretty cool, huh? But you guys are able to get this one because it's going to be an open order action figure variant. And then the Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 1, there's the Pacelli variant. And then we've got Babs Tarr doing another variant cover for this one. And then we've got more. There are more variants, of course. The U variant for this series. And then there is also Pepe Larraz giving us the incentive variant cover. So I think the U and the Larraz are going to be your 2 incentive variants. I just wasn't sure on the ratio because unfortunately, again, I don't have a diamond account any longer, so I don't have access to that info. But nonetheless, Venom number 35, 200th issue. And then Venom number 35, Art Adams variant. So that one's very reminiscent of that one Venom series. And then we've got Venom number 35, the Bagley 200th. The 35 by Bianchi. The Gleason variant's probably going to do pretty well for everybody chasing those sets. And then we've got the Hots variant, which I think this may actually be the 1/100. Well, shout out to Lucas from Drunken Chat, Comic Crusaders. We were talking about this one last night, and I believe he said that the Hots variant is the 1/100. There's this Jock variant, which is not a 1/100, but there is a 1/500, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. The Klein variant also looks pretty good. This one, all the different Venoms, pretty cool too. The Humberto Ramos variant. And then we've got the Stegman variant right here, which is a high ratio, I believe. And then, actually, no, that one's not. There's another one, though. There's a Virgin. The Elizabeth Torque variant. And then we've got the Varege variant. And then here is your 1/50 Jeff Scott Campbell. Here is your high ratio incentive. I don't know if it's a 1/100 or 1/200 because I think the Hotes variant is the 1/100. I think this is like a 1/200, and then there's the 1/500 incentive, which is this Jock variant. So I want to remind you guys, this is a 1/500 on a book with a $9.99 cover price, extra thick. Good luck. However, your chances are probably pretty good if there are a ton of store variants for this book, which we will find out. If there are a ton of store variants, then you will have the opportunity to hit up those people for their incentives that they get for their order. So I hope that works out for you guys because I know that this is a huge book. Huge book. And I want people to be able to get their books, obviously, and I want you guys to be able to get them at an affordable cost, because that's important to everybody too. So leave me a comment below. Let me know if you are chasing the 1/500, because if you are, that's amazing. And then let's see. Let's get back into this one. We got a couple more books to get through. Oh, Way of X number 1, second print. And then we've got X-Force number 20, the character design variant, the Daughterman connecting variant. There's your regular A cover. And then here's your Daughterman Emma Frost design variant. And, oh, I didn't delete the extra slide, so would you look at that. So that's our last book, everybody. So as I fast forward and get through to the next ones where we need to be, there we go. So we're at the end now. I want you to please stand by because we are at the end of the show, but we are not quite through telling you some good things. So please make sure you stick around and wait until the end of the show. But I want to give a shout out to everybody in the live chat. Thank you for joining, and I really appreciate you guys tuning into these streams. So let's get to it. And what we got going on here is the fact that, again, we are over 500 subscribers. I am loading the Ultra Box, and I am waiting for 600. Once we hit 600, I'll make another announcement. I'll probably either do another video on drunken chat, or I'll do a Facebook post or something. But like and share the video. Make sure to leave a comment below if you're watching this on the rewind. And if you are not subscribed, man, you're going to miss out, because only subscribers are going to be able to win, because I'm only going to give people who are subscribed the opportunity to act fast, because it is going to be one of those things. You're going to want to have that notification bell clicked in order to find out how to win the Ultra Box. So next episode, everybody, is going to help when you are subscribed to check out the next episode of the Raw Report, because I don't know when that's going to be. But the Ultra Box, including this wonderful JTC negative space Rogue, she's looking for a new home with you guys. So don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook and IG at U1Tramaximus, and Ultramaximus at XUltramaximusX on Twitter. Tales from the Flip Side is where I'll probably be seen next, unless I make an appearance someplace else. But that's going to be Wednesday night, and then for 10:15 p.m. to tune in for the Wednesday Night Presser. But then, of course, Mighty Mel V and Drunken Chat on Saturday morning at 12:30 a.m. And that is where I'm going to drop the Spec Matrix Variant Edition. And I'm cooking up a good one for you, because I think the Daughterman one didn't go over very well with a lot of people. They're probably like, I don't like Russell Daughterman. But, well, I do. And soundtrack, of course, provided by White Bat Audio, and I'm sorry for it stopping and me not moving on to new music until I realized what was going on. But I want to give a shout out to Mr. Eric Hurd, whose Silver City #1, his Beastie Boys swipe variant, is doing big things. So I want to thank you guys again for watching, and that means that we're going to tune out and going to turn the tunes up as we kick it on the outro. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.